There is a powerful call from all students to be heard, to have their voices not only acknowledged, but amplified.
I am a woman. It's not the gender I was born presenting as, but I am me first. I'm Jade, and this is my story. I do climbing, and a few years before I started at university, I wanted to do an extracurricular kind of sport with my dad. And so we went together to this group at church and did climbing for the first time. Growing up, I'd never really been good at sport at all, so climbing was like something I could do at my own pace, and I could like pause and like talk to people and then get back into climbing and trying whenever I wanted to. So like climbing was the perfect sport for me, to be honest. When I was looking around unis, I looked for the climbing society and I found one here, and I was like, yeah, I want to carry on doing that. And first year in Kent, I wanted to explore new things, so I did taekwondo as well for a term. And that was a really like lovely experience, learning like completely new things. But climbing is what I've stuck with, because climbing is what I love. Actually, the most important thing was the support the university offered, and not having support was like, that ruled off quite a few universities that were otherwise good. The fact that they've got a team or multiple teams of people dedicated to making sure students succeed, to making sure people with disabilities get the best experience that they can. And generally they care about it, they think about it, which is more than I can say for some universities. I mean, at university, not really. I mean, in climbing, we generally don't discriminate based on gender at all. Weight and height, of course, influence how you can do a climb, but there's climbs for everyone, regardless of their body. It was kind of scary to start with. I do things even when I am scared, because fear shouldn't control me. When I came here, I didn't have anyone I knew before. I was the only person from my sixth form that came to the University of Kent, but I went around, I put myself out there and introduced myself to people that I'd never met, and I made a really great group of friends, both within the climbing society and in the university as a whole. So it was scary, but it ended up good, really good. First week climbing, I was talking to people, of course, and I met my now best friend Jess for the first time. And I was a bit earlier in my transition journey then, but even despite that, Jess didn't look at my voice or how I looked. She talked to me and decided that who I was more important than how I looked, and she was like, yes, Jade is a woman. So the climbing community has been wonderfully supportive of my journey, and the university as a whole haven't held me back because of it. The gym in the first year did the woman-only evenings, and I was let in without issue, without comment, and it hasn't impacted me academically either. There was an incident with a professor trying to like intimidate me, but we move past these things, right? Like we do what we can to resolve the incident, but not everyone is an awesome person, and we have to live and let live, I guess. I mean, it made me feel upset, of course, that someone would not only reject what someone else is doing, but then try to hurt them personally because of it, rather than having any kind of like civil conversation. He had his viewpoint and would accept nothing else, and was deliberately trying to hurt me to make me accept his idea. Obviously, like, everyone's transition is different, but for most people it's not something that you ever really stop. So
but there's a point where it starts, right?
Yeah, there's a point where you realise that, oh, the gender I was assigned at birth doesn't fit me. And there's a point where you go, okay, I'm going to tell other people and change how I appear to everyone else. But you don't say, okay, I'm stopping now. It's just something that becomes a part of your life. Honestly, mostly it's been good. Like, the vast majority of people don't say anything, and they don't really think about it that much. It's been rare that people have been malicious about it, and I've had so many people who have been really lovely and really supportive, both at university and back home. Don't judge people based on preconceived notions of who they are or what their reasoning must be. Everyone has their own, like, life that you don't know anything about, and putting people into buckets based on ideas that you got from somewhere is wrong. People come in all shapes and sizes, and trying to divide people based on your preconceived notions, trying to exclude people, only hurts everyone, not necessarily just the people that you're trying to exclude, not just trans people, but it hurts everyone who doesn't fit into your preconceived ideas. And everyone is different. Not everyone is going to be who you think they should be. Every, like, sporting organisation is different, and some of them are, like, actively exclusionary. In a lot of sports, your body gives you an advantage or a disadvantage. Trying to divide the sports to make up for that, I guess, doesn't match up with the reality of everyone's body being different regardless of their gender. Yeah, that's part of the problem for sports divided based on gender. Where does a non-binary person go? There should be options for everyone that are available to anyone regardless of their gender in all sports. But of course, climbing is lovely. Climbing is about the community and including everyone. So it's been great to be a part of climbing. I just wish that every sport had that inclusive vibe. It would be scary, but it would be something that I would do, because a lot of my journey as being a trans person is doing things that are absolutely terrifying. And having a gender neutral team would be much less scary, but we've got to do scary things in life. When I look around, I see everyone represented, and oftentimes marginalised groups are invisible. There's a fair chance that you've met quite a few trans people and never even known. So trying to represent everyone and then just playing into visual stereotypes wouldn't be productive. So yeah, I guess I see everyone, even if it's not blaringly obvious, you know? I mean, I think it's quite important having someone there that people can look to and see that what they want to do is possible. But not everyone needs a role model to look up to. People can be confident in themselves, in going where they want to be. And I haven't let who I'm supposed to be or who other people think I can be define me. Sport is a big place, and there are lots of different communities within sport, and I guess what needs to happen for each of them to become more inclusive, to become a better place to be, is different. And I think just paying attention to every community and taking opportunities to improve things as they come is like really important. And do it regardless of anything. Like, things can go wrong and you can encounter obstacles, but you won't know until you try. And when you do meet those obstacles, they're not something that stops you. They're something to overcome, something to learn from. And every thing you do, every obstacle you overcome, you become a better person for it. The power is that I decide who I am, no one else does. And what other people think of me doesn't tell me what I have to do. I do.